Hello, Mesquite neighbors. Welcome to Audrey and Charla's Neighborhood. Today, we have another installment of our Care Circle series presented by the Mesquite ISD Counseling Department, Best Care Anywhere. This series is geared toward families of elementary-age students, and we'll be touching on topics that impact your child, sharing some things your child is learning in school to help themselves socially and emotionally, and giving tips for what you can do to support them.
October is National Bullying Prevention Month, so today we're going to discuss what bullying is and how to handle it. Everywhere we look, the word bullying is being used. Our collective mindsets are changing from it's no big deal, everyone goes through it, to realizing its importance and often permanent effects.
Equally important to that shift in perspectives is recognizing the differences between being rude, being mean, and bullying. Sinye Whitson, a licensed therapist, national educator on bullying, and author of 3 books, wrote an article describing the difference.
Rude, inadvertently saying or doing something that hurts someone else.
Mean is purposely saying or doing something that hurts someone, maybe once or twice.
And bullying is unwanted, intentionally aggressive behavior that is repeated or has the potential to be repeated, with an imbalance of power that interferes with the student's education or disrupts school operations. These things are not always physical. It can include verbal, social, and online or cyberbullying forms.
Hi, Mailman Tom.
Hi, good morning. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Here's your mail. Appreciate it. Have a good afternoon. Bye.
Thanks, Mailman Tom. We've got 3 letters written in from students in MISD. Let's look at our first one.
Dear Care Circle, my friends told me I was a teacher's pet, and that I always had been. I did whatever a normal human would do. I ignored them because I didn't care what others say or think. That is what I told myself, but I was really feeling sad. It came out to recess and my teacher had noticed I was acting different. So she pulled me aside and asked me what was the matter. I had never told anybody what people had been saying about me. I told her everything and she was very concerned. I just told her I feel like I'm a teacher's pet when I'm really not. Everybody in the class knows it, and I started to cry. But she was there to comfort me. She told me that she was a teacher's pet too. She told me that it only means that I'm an awesome student. Later, the girls apologized again and again and again, and I was actually proud of being a teacher's pet now that I knew what the real definition was.
Thanks for sharing that story with us. So thinking about that and thinking about our definitions of rude, mean, and bullying, this sounds like an instance of being rude. Friends, people who normally are kind and care about you, did something rude one time.
And it's important to pick up on that your friends apologize to you. Mostly, a bully is never going to apologize for their behavior. So we can tell that your friends did have remorse after they did the thing to you. So we do want to pay attention that they were remorseful.
And they changed their behavior, which is another important part of an apology.
Absolutely.
All right, let's read the next one. All right. Dear Care Circle, I want to tell you something that happened at school. I had a friend. She was mean to everybody in my class. I tried to tell her to stop. I don't like that. And so did my classmates. Then she continued being mean. She didn't even play with me once at recess. Then the teacher noticed that I felt sad. I told her that the person was unkind to everyone. The teacher helped me calm down, and she helped the person learn that you need to treat people how you want to be treated. It got better most of the time.
That's a great letter. Thank you for sharing that with us. So looking at that letter, I think we can decide that this one is mean. Unfortunately, it sounds like this person did not apologize afterwards, and they continued to be mean to you after, even though you addressed it with them.
Mm-hmm. It sounded like it was on purpose and that it happened not just to one person, but to a lot of people. This is a person who chooses to treat people that way. Sounds like with some help from the teacher, it did eventually get better most of the time.
Awesome. And for our last letter,
Last one. Can you read the last one?
all right. Dear Care Circle, every day I see a boy in my PE class get bullied by the older kids. They tell him he's ugly, fat, and smells bad. When we were outside doing laps, sometimes they go behind him and say mean things. Once I think I saw them trip him. He won't defend himself, and I'm worried about him, but I don't know how to help. What if they end up bullying me too, if they find out that I tell the coach? That sounds like a really difficult situation to be in.
It really does. It sounds like, this is something that's repeated. It's on purpose. The person who has this happening to them can't do a lot to stop it, and which is that imbalance of power where one group or one person seems to be doing something to another person and they can't do a lot to stop it. And it sounds like that other people are starting to pick up on that, and it's really affecting the school environment, not just for the victim, but for a lot of other people. Sounds like that one might be bullying.
Especially since it sounds like you're a little nervous of some repercussions that might come from letting an adult know who could help you in this situation about what would happen to you. So that definitely is another imbalance of power that we are seeing.
Mm-hmm. Rude, mean, and bullying can affect everyone around you. If you see something, say something. So how, as parents, can you help your child handle when this happens? Before responding, stop and think. It's easy as parents to allow our instinct to protect or to punish to take over and go charging in to try and fix it. It's important that we calm ourselves first. The child's feelings are the most important, not ours. Talk with your child about what happened, including their feelings and thoughts. An important question to ask is, do you believe what is being said about you? Explore the purpose of whatever happened. Was the person being truthful or simply trying to do harm?
If possible, they can ignore the behaviors and or remove themselves from the situation. This works best in situations where someone is being rude or mean. Bullying often continues. Encourage them to calmly talk to their peer about what the problem is and even how they feel. Examples could be, when you ignore me, I feel hurt. Please stop tapping on my desk. I am having a hard time concentrating.
Have students create a list of things they are good at, talents, and things they like about themselves, characteristics. Encourage them to dig deeper than physical qualities, like I like my hair, to internal qualities. I like that I'm a good listener. With high self-confidence, students are less likely to believe what someone else says about them or to give in to negative peer pressure.
Discuss with your child how to control reactions to mean comments. Reactions like crying, being mean back, and yelling are like fuel for someone who's being mean, rude, or bullying. The person may continue to try to get one of those reactions from them. Encourage your child to talk to you or a trusted adult when they're not with you, when it's something they cannot handle by themselves. Remind them that they are not snitching to talk with an adult. It's okay. It's more than okay. It's brave.
So how can you help your child if they are the one who has been being rude, mean, or bullying? Building empathy in kids is a key skill. Starting with an apology is good. Even better is doing something kind for the other person. This action helps kids to see how another person feels and to make amends. Listen to what's going on. Try not to ask why. Why is a hard question for anyone to answer, let alone kids. They may not know or have a why, and asking whys puts kids in a position where they feel pressure to come up with a reason. We don't need a why to help kids make different choices.
Emphasize with your child that they are in control of their actions and emotions. Encourage your child to get to know the other kid or kids whom they have had conflict with. It's much harder to treat others poorly when we know them and see them as real people, not just one part of them, like that of what they wear or how they sound.
As we learn more about bullying and its effects, the definition can change. Please refer to the Student Code of Conduct, linked in the information below, for the district's most current definition.
A great way to introduce this topic is through books. Below, we have linked an audio version of a fantastic children's book on the importance of how we treat others. Watch these with your kid or check out these books from the neighborhood library. We hope you found this video helpful, and remember, kindness starts with you. We're so glad to be your neighbor.